Hey everybody, welcome to my back handspring tutorial. Now this is one of my most popular requests, so I hope you guys enjoy it and learn something new. Now with some practice and dedication, you too can learn how to do a back handspring. Let's get started. Quick note before we get started, please practice in a safe environment with either crash mats and/or supervision. I can't be held responsible for any injuries that may occur. But with that said, let's get started. Alright, before you attempt this move, it's important to warm up and stretch to help prevent injuries and actually make things a little bit easier. So here are a couple of examples that I do to warm up and stretch. Alright, now that you're warmed up and stretched out, let's take a look at some prerequisites before you start attempting this move. I highly recommend that you have at least a handstand hop, and a bridge. And if you can, a back walkover is also very helpful. Alright, now let's take a look at the move, which starts in a stretched position with your arms by your ears and your back straight. Sometimes I like to start on my toes, but this is just a personal preference and it's optional. Next, we're going to bring our arms down and back while bending at the knees, and this leads us to one of the most important parts of the back handspring where we set up the move. So let's talk about it. This part of the move should look like you're sitting down in a chair with your arms back parallel to your legs and your legs bent at about a 90-degree angle. You can practice this by going against a wall and actually doing wall sits to kind of get the idea of where you should be in a back handspring when you start. Next, you're going to throw your arms up and reach for the ground. It's also important that you keep your arms straight and by your ears. You don't want your head to win the race to the ground. I'm just saying. Wherever your head goes, your arms should follow. Now also during this part, you should be pushing off with your toes and through your legs to help your arms generate enough power for the move. Additionally, your head should be in a neutral or slightly back position to help your back arch. Now once your hands make contact with the ground, your feet should be together and your primary goal should be to get your body from an arched position to a hollow position. And a hollow position is essentially the opposite or the inverse of an arch. To practice this hollow position, you can go against a wall, put your hands on the ground, and walk your feet up the wall until you're in a handstand position. Additionally, you want to make sure that your hands are pointing the same direction and facing straight back as shown. From here, you really want to activate your core to snap into that hollow position to get your feet towards the ground. And then on the other end of things, you want to push through your shoulders in order to bring your upper body back into the air. And this is where your handstand hop practice comes into place. From here, your feet snap towards the ground and you bring your arms up by your ears. And if all went well, then congratulations, you should have landed your first back handspring. Now if you're having trouble getting started, you can always start with a trampoline. Start with a few small hops and then go into a back handspring. As you get more comfortable, reduce the number of hops and then eventually try it from standing. Alright, well that's it for my back handspring tutorial, so if you enjoyed the video and it helped you out, please click the like button below. And if you're new to my channel, feel free to check out my other content and then subscribe, that way you can stay on top of what I'm uploading. And that's about it, so remember, be flippin' awesome and I'll see you next time. Peace.